happy 11/4/11, everyone, or 4/11/11, depending where you are in the world. I'm mad exhausted and my knees hurt. As usual, Marluxia demonstrated the fact that he belongs on the ground and promptly fell onto the floor in fishnet stockings. So my knees are pretty teared up at the moment. So it's fun. As I just got back from a dance, I actually just moved my shoes a little, like 4-inch platform here, so I'm gonna grab them. 4 inches. Even my shoes have reference. The things I do for this fandom, like, literally, the things I do for this fandom. I was Marluxia in school, falling completely, dealing with the mild harassment of people being like, it's not Halloween, stuff like that, you get used to that. But, yeah, I was fully as Marluxia, and I was actually doing something different. Yeah, I was stripped on Marluxia for school, and now I'm main Marluxia, and I'll show you guys that in a moment. But anyway, I actually am gonna start. This is a minute in, I'm saying I'm gonna start. It's just my vaccines, I suppose, just like all the vaccines I've met, which is a lot, and I apologize immensely if I miss some of you guys. So let's just easily start out with chilling with my husband, my Facebook husband. I should say that I need to differentiate between the Tumblr and Facebook, because I will be posting this in both places, and the Marluxias from both are pretty different. Well, sort of. Yeah, the Tumblr Marluxia is pansexual, and my Facebook Marluxia is just actually flat okay. So there's always that, and it causes a lot of trouble for both of them, I'd have to say. Because even if the Facebook post is gay, he has this awkward obsession with childbirth, and it's weird. So, yeah, I'm getting away from point. Anyway, so, on to Tumblr, the freezing scholar who's my lover and eventual chubby fiance, Marluxia, has anything to do with it, and April submarine survives, because it's a submarine. It's a baby blue submarine. So, some other vaccines I interact with a lot. Facebook, because there are some other Tumblr ones I follow and that I really speak to, like the Creep. It's just a darling person. But Facebook-wise, Evans, Victoria Emerson, Them, Itaku, Gagaku, IG, Frozen Pride, Virgius, Divine, I have an obsession with them. Snowflake, Ice Pop, Dekasu, Kiddo, Mastermind, Hale, Sunstia, Evan, Chill. I associate with so many vaccines. If it's because it's my OTP, and admittingly, it didn't become my OTP by choice. I actually got into 11 for mildly by accident, actually. Yeah, so I wound up just chilling with. Just at a convention, and yeah, I was cosplaying as Marluxia. That was a really horrible cosplay. I had like this spray pink hair, and I didn't actually have like a correct black shirt and those long sleeves. It was weird. I was like dyed in black, and I had boots, and I didn't even have the right pants that year. It's really funny. It's actually been really interesting to me to see how I have evolved throughout my years as Marluxia. Clothing wise, I'm fully now have everything to be Marluxia besides the scythe. Which is really funny because my fanboy was really happy, and he's like, the only way I could be happy is if I saw scythe, and I was for once not crude, and I was like, I can't bring that to school. For once Marluxia wasn't crude, and was like, gestures downwards. But I was meant next to Roxas, and maybe wrong, but I'll discuss that. I should have been doing these videos for the last 2 days. Yeah, like, I just not doing that. I'll definitely do one for Sexy, and I should do one for Axis. I may do one for Axel. School books, but, yeah. More Vax for 11. It's my OTP, and Big Hamlet were just naturally, like, Floris. He just kind of decided that he loves Vexen one day. He literally, my muse was just like, I love him, and it was just kind of that moment of, okay. I treat my muses kind of like I would treat a child, probably, like if I ever had a kid and what we plan to. We'll come to that though. It's a whole separate, related, it's weird, I'm a chastist, there's a whole thing, and even if I invite a lot of smut, I don't actually plan to do anything. The reason I write a lot, like, I know a lot of people that are like, you write because you're sexually frustrated. I write because I like to amuse people, and I hope you guys take pleasure from seeing what I write, and you jack off occasionally to it. That's nice for you, but that's not why I write. So I'm trying to point, but I felt like I needed some reason to get it there. That I write. I wouldn't say I write for the fun of it. I'll never say that I roleplay because it's fun to me. I mean, it's meant to be fun, and I do get enjoyment from it. But I never call roleplaying a game. I don't feel like that. I do take pairings very seriously, and how your character is, and I admit that Flores is from time to time out of character, but that's the thing is, he is not the canon Marluxia. He is actually well aware that he is a replica, and that's something that not a lot of people, I think, take into effect. When they're like, he's out of character, it's like, he's meant to be. He's a replica. He's not meant to be perfectly in character, actually. He's meant to be rather caddish, loving. It's how it's created to be. So that's how it is. It's part of it. He was literally created to love either himself or Vexen. It's why it was created. It's how he acts. So that's how I've always imagined him. I can't think of him being anything else. I feel like I'm gonna cry, and that might just be the eyeshadow. I actually know eyeshadow. Vexen got me. Yes. An awkward moment when you see Marluxia's eyebrows. But yeah, I was even wearing dark red lipstick. But yeah, I was attacked, and I think most of the blush got wiped off, and yeah. Having a vampire Vexen do makeup is it's fun. So yeah, I was literally just sat down and my face was taken. She didn't bite me though. Anyway. That dance, that was just a wild dance. I think I was, during that dance, I was shipped with, let's see, Axel, who had my child. Axel has my child, and it's now being cared for by Roxas, and it's black. With a black balloon, baby. There's no other way to describe this child. I will never question the fact that I ship, I ship it. And I don't really mean to, but it's a cosplay ship. Zigbro is just Zigbro. There's 4 Zigbros in all existence I actually can tolerate, and my OL Zigbro, of course, is one of them. And even that literally was 4 in all of Zigbro existence that Flores actually likes. To be taken nothing. I mean, I associate with at least like 8 Vexens. I mean, dude, guys, just think about how many Zigbros I would have to have interacted with. So, yeah, there's that. And just the whole, just Roxas. I've always been shipped with Roxas. My whole Lucia career. And I'll do a video for that in a week, yeah. 9 days. I can't do math. My knees hurt too much. My ankles, okay, so yeah, just that dance was exhausting, but I spent it with Vexen, and my rose got around the my rose actually. I'm exhausted, and I'm gonna remove my clothes as I get my rose. What's really fun is my other rose. I have multicolored rose, and it got like sick at the moment she got from school. Yeah, it red rose, which I meant to leave with Vexen, but I didn't think about. So yeah, I was not joking. I made Marluxia, and I actually really enjoyed him. So I'm gonna read for me. Show you guys that. Oh. Okay, another awkward ships that happened at that ends. Holy Quinn. My Demonic slash nominee is actually Holy Quinn, which is really funny because we constantly joke about that I need to be Poison Ivy because they are a huge, actual canon, like, lesbian ship. Yeah, Poison Ivy canonly can affect both men and women and women. I can't speak. Males and females, and it's fun and strength and point. But what happens? This is why I don't do videos often because I get distracted from the point and this needs to be on my shoulders. That's a big one. So yeah, just it's my OTP and it's actually feels weird calling it my OTP now because I didn't used to. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to get the button off my that's not meant to happen. I put a pin on my one of the ribbons on this section. I'm trying to get that off and decided that I wanted to entangle with decided that I wanted to entangle with yeah, it's big. It also said I wanted to entangle with police on this thing. Yeah. So I got totally, look at the ribbons on here, got totally messed up. So when I was wearing my Marluxia, I was wearing sex tornado. It's a huge running joke at a convention, and Jackson was like, you have to get this, and I did. I'm obedient. I'm just stubbornly, so if you guys tell me to do something, I'm more than likely to do it. I could not. I'm a pretty willing. I mean, I have standards. They're low standards. Low standards. So yeah. Marluxia casually proving that he belongs on his knees by sitting on his feet. So yeah. Started so much more as usual. So yeah, well, it's my OTP, and I've gone through a lot of struggles with actually both of my Marluxias, the Tumblr and the Facebook. And the reason I referred to the Tumblr ship as a submarine. And when it comes to Facebook, Lois just constantly has a moment of, does anybody actually support this wedding besides us? And you can literally only name a handful of people that do, and it's growing used to it, but yeah. Yeah, love is love, and you're a horse, sometimes you get a bit too much love. So yeah. Because Flo's be growing, and he doesn't need to. He was just brought up to be rather loving and gets in trouble. And I can't believe I've actually made it to 14 minutes, but I can because I ramble. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna stop this here and change into formal clothing. Yeah, change into formal clothing and just do this outfit. First, I'm gonna prove a point. Yep, this is what I really look like, guys. I usually take pictures for you guys with the wig that you, but I really look like is going out back sun because I dyed my hair. But yeah, then wow, I look weird to myself, even like this, because I don't usually wear eyeshadow or anything. I never really wear makeup and I wear it. So yeah, happy 11th.